Denise Fox received a huge boost in tonight's EastEnders as her devastating cancer battle continued. Thursday's episode, 27th of August, picked up immediately after Wednesday's dramatic cliffhanger, which saw Denise wake from her coma and come face to face with her long-lost brother, Darnell. Wanting some time alone with her newly discovered sibling, Denise asked Kim and Jack to leave them in private. The pair then began opening up and learning more about each other's lives. Darnell revealed that he has a daughter and explained that his wife had sadly died. Denise also questioned him about their father, but his response was far from comforting. He explained that although their father had been present in his life, he had never truly acted like a father, and that he hadn't seen him for a decade. Their emotional conversation took another turn when Denise began coughing. Darnell asked whether there was anything he could do to help her, leading Denise to carefully raise the possibility of him being tested as a potential stem cell donor. Denise's condition has become increasingly serious as her cancer progresses. Doctors recently warned that further chemotherapy would place enormous strain on her body, making a stem cell transplant potentially her best chance of survival. However, Darnell initially struggled with the idea. He explained that hospitals brought back painful memories of his late wife, Louisa, who had been admitted to hospital and never returned home. Darnell admitted that he had spent countless hours sitting beside her during her illness and would have done it all again if it could have brought her back to their family. But losing her left him deeply traumatized. When he first discovered that Denise was his sister, Darnell said he had initially promised himself that he would never enter a hospital again. However, the thought of gaining a sister and giving his young daughter an aunt eventually made him reconsider. But being surrounded by medical equipment and hearing the sounds of the hospital brought all of his painful memories flooding back. Breaking down in tears, Darnell admitted that although he desperately wanted to help Denise, he wasn't sure whether he was emotionally capable of going through with it. Denise responded with compassion, telling him that she was sorry for what had happened to his wife, and apologized for putting him in such a difficult position. However, she also told him how grateful she was to finally have a brother. Denise encouraged Darnell to believe that if he had already found the strength to walk back into a hospital after everything he had experienced, perhaps he could find the courage to take another step and help save her life. Her emotional words clearly gave Darnell something to think about. Later in the episode, Jack received an emotional phone call from Denise. Through tears, she revealed the incredible news that Darnell had agreed to take the test. Now everything depends on the results. Will Darnell be the match Denise desperately needs? And could a stem cell transplant finally give her a chance to survive? EastEnders shares first look at explosive double wedding week. EastEnders has unveiled an exciting first look at its upcoming double wedding week, with two couples preparing to walk down the aisle. But family drama, secrets, and betrayals could threaten to ruin the celebrations. Kim Fox and Howie Danes are set to get married, while Cindy Beale and Max Branning are also preparing for their own big day. Kim recently decided to move her wedding plans back to her original September date so that her sister Denise, who is battling blood cancer, would be able to attend the ceremony. Meanwhile, Cindy and Max chose to bring their wedding forward, abandoning their original plan to get married on New Year's Day. Walford will therefore be celebrating two weddings early next month, and the BBC soap has now given viewers a sneak peek at the very different ceremonies. However, as fans know all too well, weddings rarely go smoothly in Albert Square. A new post shared on the show's Instagram account revealed Kim looking ready for the fairy tale wedding of her dreams. Dressed in a stunning white lace gown, complete with a tiara and veil, Kim is seen posing confidently on a white horse outside the Queen Vic. Fans have even suggested that the image could be a reference to Beyoncé's Cowboy Carter album artwork. Cindy and Max's wedding, however, appears to have a much more subdued atmosphere, and there is still no guarantee that the couple will actually make it down the aisle. Cindy is also wearing a long-sleeved lace wedding dress, while Max is seen in a navy suit with a noticeably serious expression. The soap teased the upcoming episodes by describing the situation as a battle of the brides, as Kim and Cindy prepare to say their vows, while warning viewers that in Walford, weddings never go according to plan. And Max has plenty of secrets that could destroy his relationship with Cindy. Viewers already know that Max has been secretly having an affair with Priya Nandra Hart behind Cindy's back. Although Max and Priya agreed to end their relationship following Ravi Gulati's proposal to Priya, she is hiding another major secret, her pregnancy. Priya recently took a DNA test to discover the identity of her baby's father. With help from Jean Slater, she managed to obtain a sample from Max. The shocking results confirmed that Max is the father. Now the question is whether this devastating revelation will explode before Max and Cindy can say their vows. Will Priya's pregnancy secret finally be exposed, and could Max's affair completely destroy his wedding day? The Hawkins family arrive in Walford with a surprise connection. Nicola Mitchell's family are about to make a dramatic entrance in EastEnders next week, and their arrival is set to cause plenty of chaos in Walford. The Hawkins family includes Nicola's sisters, Gemma and Jodie, their mother Rose, Gemma's partner Ned, and their son Ryder. Viewers have already learned that Nicola has a difficult and complicated relationship with her family. Because of their troubled upbringing, she has deliberately kept her distance from them for years. Their childhood was heavily affected by Rose's abusive husband, leaving Nicola with painful memories that she has clearly struggled to escape. However, Nicola will soon be forced to confront her past when Gemma and Jodie arrive in Walford with Ryder. Although Nicola is reluctant, her sisters eventually persuade her to let them stay. But she makes one thing absolutely clear: their mother, Rose, is not welcome. Unfortunately for Nicola, her ultimatum doesn't last very long. Ned and Rose soon arrive, leaving Nicola furious. Refusing to allow everyone to stay under her roof, she forces Gemma and Ned to find somewhere else to live. Meanwhile, Harry Mitchell offers Jodie and Ryder a place to stay. Outside, Ned attempts to apologize to Kat Slater for all the disruption caused by the family's arrival. However, he is soon stunned when he unexpectedly comes face to face with someone he already knows: Alfie Moon. It turns out that Ned and Alfie are old friends. Wanting to help his mate, Alfie offers Ned and Gemma a place to stay, much to Nicola's frustration. The Hawkins family have certainly arrived in Walford with a bang, and Nicola will now have to adjust to having her complicated family so close again. EastEnders airs from Monday to Thursday at 7:30 p.m. on BBC One. Most episodes are also available to stream early from 6 a.m. on BBC iPlayer, ahead of their television broadcast.